It can be very easy to feel like you don't have time for a delicious, nutritious, healthy breakfast when you're having a busy morning, but this is exactly why I love overnight oats. They're quick, they're easy, and they're ready to grab and go when time's not on your side. And while most overnight recipes are made with Greek yogurt, I'm making this recipe with creamy, dreamy cottage cheese because one, cottage cheese is having a moment, and two, I am slightly obsessed with it. Not only is it delicious, but a half a cup of cottage cheese packs in 14 grams of protein. And if you're worried about having cottage cheese curds in your oatmeal, don't be, because you can make this recipe leaving the cottage cheese as is, or you can blend the cottage cheese. And I am, of course, going to show you both options so you know exactly what to expect. Now, if we haven't met yet, I'm Danny Spies. I'm an eating psychology and weight loss coach and the founder of Clean and Delicious, where we make healthy eating easy, delicious, and doable. Another great thing about overnight oats is that you can make a single serving or multiple servings all in one shot. It's very flexible. So whether you're cooking for a family or you're just cooking for yourself, overnight oats can be just perfect. Now, here's what you're gonna need for one serving. Half a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, a half a cup of milk. I'm using an unsweetened almond milk, but you can use any type of milk you have on hand or that you love or prefer. A quarter cup of low-fat cottage cheese, and then a few teaspoons of chia seeds. I usually do about 2 teaspoons, but if you like your overnight oats to be a little bit thinner, you could do 1. If you like them to be a little bit thicker, you could go as high as 3. A little bit of ground cinnamon, and then whatever toppings you love to put on your oats. I'm gonna do a little bit of fresh fruit today. Now, the next thing you want to think about is what you're going to make them in. I just bought these really cute overnight oat cups from Amazon. It comes with 4 in a pack. They're 14 ounces each, and they come with these little cute gold spoons as well. But you could really do any type of airtight container. Mason jars are perfect for this. I just don't recommend going any smaller than 14 ounces. About 14 to 16 ounces is perfect. Another favorite of mine are these little short fat mason jars. This is 16 ounces. And I will, of course, link to all of these options in the description box below. Okay, so this is so easy. You're gonna start by adding your oats right to whatever jar or cup you have decided to use. Then, if you're doing the unblended version, you're gonna add to that a quarter cup of cottage cheese, about a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a half a cup of milk. Again, I'm using almond milk, but any milk will do the job. Now, if you don't want the curds in your overnight oats, then you want to blend your cottage cheese, in which case you're going to grab a small blender and add the cottage cheese, the cinnamon, and the almond milk, and just blend that up until the cottage cheese is all broken down and you have a nice, smooth, thin consistency like I have here. And then you're just gonna pour that right over the rolled oats, okay? So you've got unblended and blended, and I'm gonna show you the difference in the final product in just a few minutes. Then we've got the chia seeds. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of chia seeds to each cup. Not only are chia seeds loaded with fiber, but they are the ingredient that help to create that pudding-like texture for your overnight oats. They help to make it nice and thick and creamy. And then if you wanted to add a sweetener, this would be the time to do it. Personally, I find oats and then the fruit topping that I use to have the nicest little touch of sweetness. It's enough for me, but you could absolutely do a few teaspoons up to a tablespoon of maple syrup or honey, or if you wanted a sugar-free option, you could do a monk fruit or a stevia. Then I'm just gonna mix each of these until I have all of those ingredients well combined. And for all of my protein people out there, you could, of course, also add some protein powder to your overnight oats. I've showed you how to do that before as well, in which case I would say about a half a scoop of protein powder would be perfect with an extra splash of milk. That'll just boost up the protein content and also add another layer of flavor. Now, you can already see the difference in the texture between the unblended and the blended, right? The unblended is a little bit thicker and heartier, while the blended looks a little bit more like traditional overnight oats. So I'm gonna pop on the lid, and then you just wanna leave these in your fridge for a minimum of 3 hours, but preferably overnight. Now, while those are setting up, I just want to take a moment to tell you about the Don't Diet community. This is my monthly membership where I teach women how to ditch the diet mentality so they can take a kind, sane, sustainable approach to their health and weight loss goals. We dive deep into how to stop overeating, how to understand your emotional eating, and how to move towards your weight loss goals with clarity and ease. So if that's something that resonates with you, I'm going to leave a link for you down in the description box below. Once your overnight oats are done, you are going to see that they are creamy, dreamy, delicious. The ones that were unblended are a little bit more hearty, and the ones that were blended are a little bit thinner, a little more pudding-like, but both are just insanely delicious. So from here, you add your favorite toppings. I'm doing some berries with a drizzle of peanut butter over the top. And I have to say, if I'm you, I'm just gonna try both versions. This way you can see for yourself which one gets you the most excited. And if you enjoy easy, healthy breakfast ideas just like this, then you're definitely going to want to watch this video next because I've got 3 more ideas waiting for you. So I'll see you over there.